Today I'd like to talk about Japanese animation. Actually, I'm a big fan of Japanese animation, but today I don't intend to recommend my favorite animations to you. I'm going to show you the current situation and problems of Japanese animation. I've divided my presentation into 3 parts. First, I'm going to talk about a high popularity of Japanese animation. Then, I'll show what the Japanese government is doing to support the animation industry. Finally, I'll point out some problems.
Good.
As we all know, Japanese animation is being watched in many countries. It is said that 6% of animations watched in the world is made. 6% of animations watched in the world nowadays are made in Japan. 60% in the world and 80% in the Europe are made in Japan. And do you know this character? Pikachu. Pokemon. This is one of the most popular animation in Japan. This is one of the most popular Japanese animation. It has been broadcasted in 77 countries in the world so far. I'm not surprised that there are people who believe animations are immature and only for children. But actually, there are some good works that adults also can enjoy, and only adults appreciate the story. This animation is titled Spirited Away. It won a grand prize of the competition section at the Berlin International Film Festival in 2002. Have anyone seen? Yes.
Nope. Nope. It looks boring.
Next, this is
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell, Innocence, was nominated for Cannes International Film Festival in 2004. Have anyone seen this film?
Nope. I saw the anime.
Actually, it was great, but actually, to be honest, I couldn't appreciate the story because it's very abstract and difficult to understand. But it was good. So I think it's for adults. Next, exhibitions about Japanese pop culture are held around the world. The biggest one is Japan Expo, held in France. About 1,900,000 people visited this exhibition last year. Here in London, an exhibition also has been taking place since 2010. It is called Hyper Japan. This year, it was held for 3 days on February. This in Arlington Exhibition Center. The number of visitors was 35,000. It increased 1,000 from the previous year. It is told that the smallest number of Japanese animations watched in the UK than the other major countries. But it seems there are quite a few fans in the UK too, through the internet. The growth of internet brought a big effect on animation fans abroad. In the past, they had to wait for several months to watch an animation after it was broadcasted in Japan. Now, they can watch an animation with English subtitles online within just 30 minutes after it was broadcasted in Japan. This is the website. According to the Japanese government's research in 2009, about 50% of people who are learning Japanese answered they have taken interest in Japan because of Japanese pop culture, such as animation. We can find Japanese animation helps international exchanges. Under the circumstances, Japanese government created a special section to export Japanese pop culture to other nations in 2010. They think using an animation as one of the strategies that helps developing Japanese economy. So they said they were planning to expand export, create human resources, and protect intellectual properties. They aim to make export income from animations and games about 23,000 million pounds by 2020. This amount is double the current income. So it's obvious Japanese government expects very much from animations. Okay. It looks like it will be smooth sailing for Japanese animation, but actually there is a big problem. This is a shortage of human resource. One of the reasons is terribly bad working conditions for animators. An animator is a person who draws pictures like this. A quarter of animators are said to live on less than 8,000 pounds a year. Their salary is very cheap. And no matter how much an animation will be sold, they won't get money. Only TV stations and advertising agencies gain money because they have copyrights. That's why there is a shortage of animators in Japan. So animation production companies are putting out the work to Asian countries, such as China, Korea, Philippines, Thailand, and so on. 80% of the total process of works is taking place in Asian countries. Although it is called Japanese animation, it can't be created by only Japanese animators. As I mentioned, some Japanese animation won prizes, but that was already 10 years ago. It is hard to produce people of talent for following generation in the current Japanese situation. Exporting the labor overseas has led to Asian countries now creating high-quality animation themselves. In addition, broadcasts of Japanese animation have been limited in some countries. One of the reasons is some Japanese animations include sexual and violent scenes. And as I said, 6% of animations watched in the world are made in Japan. It means Japanese animation has been overwhelmed. For example, the French government said Japanese animation was a cultural invasion, and they have limited the rate of Japanese animation broadcasting. For these reasons, Japanese animation has lost its exclusivity. For these reasons, Japanese animation has lost its exclusivity. Exclusive something around the world. And of course, the amount of export income has fallen steadily recent years. Okay, so Japanese animation has gained big fans in the world. On the other hand, it hasn't been successful as an industry. Although Japanese government stepped in this industry 2 years ago, they haven't they haven't attempted to improve bad working conditions of animators. I feel they are looking at just its economic income. If they claim that they support Japanese animation, they should organize favorable environments for animators they create a lot of great animations, not only do a public relation campaign. At the end of my presentation, I'd like to show a disappointing situation in Tokyo. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government hosts a big exhibition about animation in Tokyo every year. Usually, a lot of major publishers and companies, animation companies, join it, but they boycotted the exhibition because of a regulation the Tokyo governor introduced 2 years ago. The content of this regulation is to regulate sexual description of a child in comics and animations. Publishers and animation companies are against it because it violates freedom of expression. A lot of famous comic artists also opposed it, and they say this regulation makes artists end up losing the desire to create. At the beginning of this month, 2 exhibitions were held in Tokyo. One of them was this is boycott. Animation company, they boycott. So the number of animation is reduced. But anyway, Tokyo governor held animation this month, and one of them was held by Tokyo governor, and the other one was held by publishers and animation companies. Instead of working together to export animation, the governor and the companies clashed with each other. I'm wondering if Japanese animation is just going to decay. I hope not. Whatever its benefit, I want it to last longer as one of the proud cultures in Japan. That is all what I'd like to talk about today. Thank you very much.